Would you like to learn how to make these cute little 4th of July individual cakes? Stay tuned and watch. To make these firecrackers, I have some leftover Italian meringue, and I just put a little bit of blue in it. And I will put a link in my descriptions how I make my Italian meringue buttercream. Then I had some frozen vanilla cakes that I have stored, and I decided to use these because they are nice and thin. To do the firecrackers, you want it to be thin or you'll have to torch your cakes. I have a serrated knife that is a Pampered Chef knife. I don't know what I would do without it. I love it, and it's perfect for cutting the cake. This cake is frozen, but it's a little bit thawed out, so I can cut the top off. And all I do is I go around and around with it. Now the next thing I want to do is get some cutters, and you'll want round cutters for this. And I'm trying to decide how big I want the firecrackers. So I want them to be tall versus fat, I think. So I think I'm going to use something maybe about this size. I think that'd be a good size. And this size is 2.5. Simply just push down with it. I'll come up. Just take it out like this. I'll do that with this whole entire cake. Now I have these 4x4 boxes to put the firecracker cakes in that are absolutely adorable, I think. And what's really nice about them is they come with these little cardboard pieces to put the cakes on. So I'm going to use these, and I'll put in a link down below where I got this. Now there's two options. One is I can tort these even thinner, or I can leave them thicker. I think I'm going to tort them because I just think it's better that way. I think it just makes the whole dessert taste better. Then you have a little bit more filling with the cake, so I'm just going to go around with it. Takes a little more time, but it just makes a better product. So I'm going to tort them all around. This is a filling I'm going to use for this cake because I want it to be red and blue, you know, for 4th of July. And it's strawberry puree, homemade, and I'll put in the descriptions how I make this. And then I just filled up a small piping bag with the round tip with the Italian meringue. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit on the round and then put this here, just like a regular cake, and just make a dam around it. This, and then take a little bit of filling, put it in there. Of course, the filling is cool and thickened. Just put a little dab in there like this, and then put another layer on. Squish down a little bit, and another dam, and some more strawberries. And this will be the top. I am going to put this in the refrigerator just to firm it up a little bit. I'm just going to make sure the edges are all sealed by taking an offset spatula and going around it. And then when I'm done with doing all these, I'm just going to put them in the fridge, and then I'll show you the next part. Now what I'm going to do is just frost the cake and using my offset spatula. And I'm just going to go around it. This part's a little tricky just because it's such a small cake, but you don't have to have it totally smooth. I'm just going to use a little paper towel and put in a little ball and just wipe it off. kind of like the gold at the bottom. Now from the fun part in the decorating. So I have some gold sprinkle stars here, and I have some red sprinkles. And I did this one already, putting licorice in the middle of it. But I don't have the shoestring licorice, so it's a little thicker. And I'm not really loving that look because I need white in here too. So I was really trying to brainstorm what to do. So I looked in my stash of things, and I have these pearls that I had for a wedding. And I'm gonna put them in these, and they'll look like, you know, the firecrackers are doing their thing. So these are, of course, from another cake I did that are brand new in the package. And I'm just going to stick this into here and maybe do a couple of them so they're coming 3 different directions. And these pearls really aren't that expensive, so, and I have like a bazillion of them. And they are food safe. So I'm just going to do that in 3 different directions, and a little bit more dramatic, I think, than the licorice. And it's like, to me, looks more like a firecracker would after it's been lit. And it incorporates the white in there too then. And then of course the blue is the frosting, and then the sprinkles will be the red. And I'm just gonna sprinkle those on top. You could put some on the side too. And then some of the gold stars, I'm just gonna place individually on the top. Or you could do silver stars. I just think the gold looks good because of the bottom part being gold. And if you do want to do it on the bottom, I would tilt this a little bit and just kind of sprinkle them like this around the bottom. It's always good too to use a pan that has sides so it doesn't fall over the floor like it's doing now in my house. Just have fun with it. Looks cute, and I'm gonna do them all like this. I'm gonna take this licorice out because I do like the look of the sprayed pearls instead. So there's only 3 here, but as you can see, if this is a party and there's a lot of these on the table for 4th of July or any celebration, I think they'd be really super cute. And they're just individual, so each person can have one, and it's like one piece of cake. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this, and I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July. See you next time.